need to detach. We need to take a step back, let life be, and focus on what we're doing today to have the life we want to have. Hi, my name is Emmy. Thank you for coming back to my channel and thank you for watching this video. When you first hear about detachment, at least I know personally, you kind of feel like it's something wrong just because a lot of people play it out to be living without a care, living without caring about anything, just being completely unbothered. And that is not the truth about what detachment really is. Detachment is removing yourself emotionally from things, people, or situations. If anything, it's about feeling what you feel, understand why you feel it, and control the way you respond to how you are feeling, because we have no control over our emotions, but we do have control over how we respond to them. So it's about not letting your emotions control you and mastering your emotions to not control your everyday actions or the way you respond to people or your overall sense of being. There are many areas that you can practice detachment, but personally, I found it to be so life-changing when I practiced detachment in my manifestations, with people, with things, and with my overall life. Detaching yourself from your manifestations is probably the best thing that you can do when it comes to actually manifesting something, because usually what happens is we get hyper fixated on what we want to manifest, that we get to the point to where we believe that we need this manifestation in order to become, you know, us. Like, we need the outcome. Detaching yourself from that is changing your perspective to think that outcome needs me and it'll meet me whenever I'm ready. So right now, I'm going to focus on becoming the person who is ready to receive my manifestations when I'm ready. Because I promise you, if tomorrow you got everything you wanted to manifest, you would probably lose it, or it wouldn't be enough. And it's funny because I always heard of people who would say to let go of your manifestations, and I always thought, you should have them in mind, you should visualize them. And yes, while this is true, we cannot become emotionally invested in that because it will consume us and we'll fail to appreciate everything we have around us. So detach yourself from your manifestations and focus on you and how you can become ready to receive those manifestations, to have that reality become your reality when the time is right, and let yourself live in the present moment. As someone who was a big people pleaser, learning to detach from people was incredibly difficult for me because I always thought it was wrong. Like, we shouldn't care about people. How do you detach yourself from someone if you care for them? But detaching yourself from people does not mean to have no regards or no care for them. But if anything, detaching yourself from people is about not letting people determine your value, not letting people tell you who you are, and not letting people tell you how to live your life. I used to make other people's problems my problem, and of course, I'm gonna feel something for them, especially if it's people who I care for and they're very close to me. But I can't make their problem and their situation that they're going through my own, because imagine how I would be if I did that. I would not be here today. But I would not be recording this YouTube video. And so learning to switch that narrative and be as supportive as I can for someone and be there in ways that I can be without letting my emotions take over and stressing myself out for no reason is crucial to me and my life and my overall growth. Detaching yourself from people's opinions or people's fears or just people's judgments about you is also life changing, because it allows you to live your life the way you want to live life, and you live in accordance to yourself without caring about what others are going to say about you. But also detaching from people and not being so emotionally invested in them gives them the space to show you exactly who they are. And then you get to determine if that is someone who you want to have in your life. And that is the best thing you can do for yourself and for other people. There are people who get their sense of identity from the things that they possess, and if for whatever reason they were to lose those things, they would feel like they lost themselves. They would have a identity crisis. So detaching yourself from things and not letting those things control your emotions, not letting those things influence you in the way you are, is going to help you create and become the person you want to become. It's going to give you the space to create your own sense of identity, your own sense of, a person, without having other outside factors influencing you. And you're also not going to hold these things to a pedestal. Same with people. You're not going to put them on a pedestal and have them dictate how valuable your life is or not. So detaching yourself from things, detaching yourself from people, you are going to be able to form your own sense of identity, and you are going to be able to form your own value and see how valuable you are without anything external influencing that. Detaching yourself from your overall life and your overall need to be in control all the time is learning to be invested in the present. The past does not exist, the future does not exist. The only moment we have right now is right now. And it's natural for us to want to control the outcomes and control what happens, but we cannot be so emotionally invested in the past or the future, because where are we going to grow? And of course, everyone has, a vision for how they want their future to go, and of course you should have that, but you should not be so invested and live in the future. It's not here yet, and it will come whenever it's ready. But what matters now is what you are doing in this present moment today to become the person who you will be in the future, who is ready to have that future you want. And detachment is about giving up that need to control everything, giving up that need to respond emotionally, giving up that need to just have things happen the way you want things to happen. Like, we need to detach, we need to take a step back, let life be, and focus on what we're doing today to have the life we want to have. Detachment, I feel like, goes hand in hand with the let them theory, which is a video I previously did, because the let them theory is all about giving up control. It's all about letting people be, letting life be, and not stressing over what you can't control. It's choosing how to respond to things that happen, and it's about changing your viewpoint to go from why did this happen to me to what did I learn from this. Overall, detachment is so powerful, and it's a good way to live, because who does not want to live on their own terms and not be in control of everything and letting life happen? But with all of this being said, thank you for watching this video. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.